And I think that one of the things that I learned as a student is that before collaboration can happen, there's got to be a real lengthy investment of time in developing who you are and what you believe and what your voice is and what's important to you. And I think that that is one of the most valuable things that I gained academically working with the faculty that I worked with as an undergraduate here. Creel Froman was a professor here who taught several courses that fulfilled the upper division writing requirement, but they were so fantastic. I mean, every week we would have to read a book. So if I took Nietzsche with him, every week we would read a major body of work and then write, we were expected to write an astonishing essay, right? We were expected to astonish each other. That's good. Right. And so because they were rigorous, but they were fantastic. So I took every single one of them so I fulfilled the upper division writing requirement 5 times or something like that, but gained so much, the ability to write and the ability to think about power structures and who has power, who does not, who has language, who has no voice. Some very sophisticated and radical thoughts that I was able to really hone in on and write about. And so, you know, these days as a mother, I keep reminding my children, you know, focus on who you are. You got to develop that before you go into collaborate. I mean, not to say that you shouldn't collaborate before you know who you are, but I think that once you bring something to the table that is brilliant and beautiful and then somebody else brings their beautiful themselves, and if there happens to be an opportunity for collaboration, that's when it is quite brilliant. But I think that if we come to the table with collaboration first as the idea without necessarily bringing us to the table, right? Then for what, right? So, but what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that one of the greatest valuable things that I left with was the wonderful work that I was able to do on myself academically through working with really wonderful faculty members in the School of Social Sciences, which I mean, you know, and the School of Social Sciences has other wonderful professors, including Mark Petrarca and Professor Danziger, and of course I mentioned Professor Schoenfeld, my former dean, and those professors, along with Creel Froman, really were great thinkers and helped us speak up and challenged us, and I think that is such a great, vital part to the university life, to be challenged by faculty like that.